All right, and welcome to part 2 of my presentation. I wanted to share with you a screenshot from GoReact. This is a TWT that I had last year in Kobuk. The way GoReact works is the student will videotape themselves, could be using a cell phone or their computer, and then through the GoReact app, they'll make comments in there. They can orient me, the supervisor, to the lesson that they're doing, the objectives that the lesson has, and they can also note student behaviors, things that they did to facilitate the learning. Those are the sorts of things we ask our students to look at. And then I can read through those comments and offer my own comments and about improving practice, paying attention to what's going on behind their back and things like that. So this is a quick 30-second screen grab, and I apologize for the quality. You may not be able to hear it very well. Everyone is masked, so that kind of hinders communication a little bit, and it's also, the font is pretty small in the screenshot. But let me show this to you.
13, yes. 13, what else?
15. Oh, no, not 15.
We're practicing prime numbers.
17.
Yeah, 17. Okay, so much more for that. But what we're going to do right now is to express a number into 2, 3, and 5 only. No more. So what do we do? How do we do that one? That's going to be this one. We will follow this procedure. We will create or form factor pairs.
You can see the way that it facilitates the intern to look at best practices. It provides communication with the supervisor using an asynchronous format so that it doesn't use up extra bandwidth and communication facilities that may not be available in rural Alaska. And finally, the poster presentation. At the end of the internship experience, the students come together and via a poster, which, as I stated earlier, is modeled on the scientific posters that you'll see in poster presentations. It's a 4x3 format, so it requires the students to think about the artifacts that they're using, to post those artifacts, and then explain them in easy to read and understand language, all of which are tied to the InTask standards for which we hold our students accountable. So this standards-based assignment gets presented to the cohort, meaning the mentor teachers and all of the interns during that school year. The nice thing about it, it allows our students to see what it might the rural experience looked like and compare that to their own urban experience and vice versa. So looking forward, what we notice is the things that we need to do. Differentiated course content, course sequence. Another one that I added for UTA to look at is the in-state tuition and scholarships. And the reason I put this in there is because I was telling Jen about the program and some of the things, and I explained, what happened to Timmy last year, that he wasn't able to pay tuition at the out-of-state rate, and that seemed unfair. And Jen thought stories like that would motivate our presentation, not motivate, but make our presentation more interesting. And so here we have some of the conclusions that we need to do. And then, are there any questions?